Good morning, Vaqueros. Today is Monday, March 31st, and it's currently 90 degrees. We're coming to you from our Edinburgh studio. I'm Mariana Gallardo.
I'm Eliseo Gonzalez.
And this is
Vaquero News.
Campus news,
events, games,
and activities
all in one place.
This is Vaquero Radio, the Val Student Station.
Monday and Wednesday at 11 a.m.
Vaquero Radio, where your
story begins.
April is Autism Acceptance Month, and at UTRGV, several departments are working to create a more inclusive campus for students. Reporter Emilia Suarez with the details.
Letting them know that there's nothing wrong to ask for help. Everyone needs help every once in a while, and that is totally okay.
Student Accessibility Services, also known as SAS, and the Counseling Center at UTRGV are supporting students year-round, but in April, their focus is to create a welcoming classroom and campus environment for students on the spectrum. SAS Access Coordinator Rebecca Monroe said the department's goal is to connect students with the support they need. Monroe said for students on the autism spectrum, support goes beyond simply recognizing autism and explained that acceptance can look like normalizing behaviors often misunderstood in classrooms.
If somebody uses fidgets so that they can concentrate, then we need to normalize that. That's acceptance.
She said many traditional classroom expectations don't always support neurodiverse students. Simple adjustments such as allowing headphones, movement, or avoiding forced eye contact can make a difference. Monroe said one of the easiest ways to support students is also the most direct.
All you have to do is, what can I do to help you?
Student Accessibility Services are also creating spaces for connection.
We're going to have an autism acceptance awareness event. It's going to be a very calm, sensory-friendly.
UTRGV Counseling Center case manager Diana Landero said their office is involved in ongoing efforts to support students. One of those efforts is a support group created through a statewide wellness initiative.
This all started from a project that's focused on student wellness, and each university had to choose a population of focus. Here at UTRGV, we chose students with autism.
Landero said the group was developed after listening to student experiences. The group provides a welcoming and flexible environment for students who identify as being neurodiverse. She said it is a safe space where students can feel free to talk and interact with others. Landero said the program also focuses on navigating the social and emotional aspects of college life.
It focuses on skill building, self-advocacy, really understanding what it's like to be on the spectrum.
Mary and Frankie Turria Elementary School life skills special education teacher Lilia Sanchez said in an email to Vaquero Radio she views advocacy as a core responsibility. She added students on the spectrum often see and interact with their surroundings in unique ways. Sanchez said her mission is to provide the skills students need to navigate diverse environments successfully. The special education teacher said she believes the right classroom supports are the foundation for lifelong achievement. The school provides a comprehensive suite of services, including occupational therapy, also known as OT, and speech-language pathology and physical therapy, known as PT. Sanchez said there is a need to cultivate highly structured, inclusive environments where students feel secure and valued. Students can call the Student Accessibility Services at 956-882-7374 or the Counseling Center at 956-882-3897 for Brownsville and 956-665-2574 for Edinburgh. This is Emilio Suarez for Vaquero Radio.
The Center of Student Involvement, Student Life, and DINA students invited Chakra to have a conversation with the UTRGV community. Here's Celeste Cruz with the story.
And help college students across Texas sort of understand a lot of the issues in the world.
The Center for Student Involvement and DINA Students Office hosted an event Thursday on the Edinburgh campus where a nonprofit organization shared stories about culture, leadership, and global impact. Sharaka is a nonprofit non-governmental organization based in the Middle East, with a base in different countries such as Morocco, Bahrain, Israel, and the United States. Sharaka's mission is to unite people from the Middle East by building communities as well as educating and facilitating deep engagement with others. Rachel Brinian, one of the voices of Sharaka, said the goal of the event was to share a piece of the Middle East to bring a new perspective to different communities.
People are only seeing the Middle East through the lens of social media and don't often have a chance to really interact with people that are living in the region and hear different perspectives.
Luwai Ahmed, another voice of Sharaka, said his goal in the talk was to bring people to the center and have a more rational mindset regarding the current conflicts in the Middle East.
to make people realize that this is a conflict and a war that affects people on the ground, and that we need to mind the way we speak about people, especially the Jewish community, because if you go on X, if you go on TikTok, you see a rampant rise in anti-Semitism and the dehumanization of the Jewish people because they're critical of the Israeli government.
He added the mission he would like to accomplish in Shiraka is to make people realize they can be critical of the Israeli government.
Israelis are the most critical people of the Israeli government, and that we need to de-radicalize the schools and mosques in Gaza and the West Bank, because I grew up in the same schools that brainwashed me to become genocidal.
Gary Susswein is the owner of Band 1 and works closely with the Texas Holocaust Genocide and Anti-Semitism Advisory Commission. Susswein said the purpose of the Shiraka visit at UTRGV was for people to understand different viewpoints from the Middle East.
That we're more than the problems they read about in social media feeds. That there are people who are building bridges, who are trying to understand each other.
This is Celeste Cruz for Vaquero Radio.
Students interested in expanding their career opportunities explored the impact of accounting during a professional development event on campus. Here's reporter Diego Mataño with the story.
Almost every transaction that you do has some legal requirements. So anybody that can add law to your accounting skills, that's a step higher.
The Vaquero College of Business and Entrepreneurship with Internal Audit Student Association and Beta Alpha Psi hosted a professional journey rooting in accounting on Thursday at the Education Complex Theater on the Edinburgh campus. The event focused on highlighting accounting as a foundation for leadership, ethical decision-making, and diverse career opportunities beyond the classroom. Lourdes Elizondo, president of the Internal Audit Student Association, talked with Hidalgo County Judge Richard Cortez at the event, sharing with the attendees his experience and advice in the accounting field. Noah Sanchez, marketing manager, emphasized the importance of professional certification in the field.
If you're CPA certified, then that can open a lot of doors.
Elizondo said the event provided clarity and valuable experiences for attendees.
Understanding accounting in general, sometimes it's not very understood, but getting that knowledge and insights as well as examples on hand was very good for students to hear.
The student leaders also noted the strong engagement and motivation shown by those who attended. Isaac Escalon, vice president of the Internal Audit Student Association, said students showed a clear interest in the event and a strong engagement.
The students were invested in their growth, in their skills, and of course, their future careers.
Organizers said they hope events like this continue to encourage students to pursue opportunities in accounting and take steps towards their professional goals. For more information on future events, students can visit the UTRGV webpage on B-Link. This is Diego Montano for Vaquero Radio.
A local organization in the Rio Grande Valley is bringing families together to promote early literacy and community engagement. Reporter Emilio Suarez with the details.
They're able to come to a safe place and enjoy just fun with the family.
Families in the Rio Grande Valley are invited to take part in a unique event that combines reading, playing, and awareness. Easter Seal's executive director, Patricia Rosenland, said the event Roll and Read focuses on early childhood development while also promoting child abuse prevention.
Roll and Read is an activity that we have started in the community to really highlight the importance of early literacy, early learning, and really engaging with family.
She said the event also connects to a larger message, which brings families together sharing the importance of early literacy and healthy behaviors. Roseland said at the event, children and families will be able to move through stations at the park.
The kids roll because they're in strollers or wagons, and the families go station to station, and there's different activities, either a story being read or being acted out or song.
She said beyond fun, the event plays an important role in raising awareness about child abuse prevention. Rosalind said the organization has seen how support can impact families.
Sometimes families just need a little help with concrete support, and sometimes it's more learning strategies to help their kids meet their developmental goals.
Roll and Read event organizer Adam Rio said this year will be the 5th annual event organized. Rio said families with young children who attend can also participate in activities designed for infants and toddlers. He said he hopes families leave with more than just a good time, but to also take away a sense of community. The event will take place from 9 a.m. to noon on April 18 at Fireman's Park in McAllen. This is Emilio Suarez for Vaquero Radio.
Students had the chance to explore creativity, fandom, and community during a day full of activities at UnionCon. Here's reporter Diego Matano with the story.
It just so happens that once this presentation's over, right outside this door, I will have 2 high-powered telescopes.
The Center for Student Involvement hosted UnionCon 2026 on Wednesday at the Student Union Commons in the Edinburgh campus. UnionCon brought together students for a celebration of comics, video games, anime, film, and cosplay, creating a space where creativity and community could come together. Activities included video game tournaments, a cosplay contest, interactive workshops, along with participation from several student organizations. Christian Hernandez, presenter for the UTRGV HEB Planetarium, shared his experience in his presentation, which focused on sharing educational opportunities with students.
During the presentation, I explained about our various services that we have at the planetarium, including showing educational films to the student body and anybody else who wants to come.
Students also had the opportunity to participate in hands-on experiences and competitions throughout the event. Carlos Rivas, a computer science and manufacturing engineering student, said he enjoyed the variety of activities offered.
So I have been on the 360 camera, also in the tournament, and this workshop that I'm gonna pay like some t-shirts. That's gonna be pretty cool.
Beyond the activities, attendees emphasized the welcoming environment created by the cosplay and fandom community. Selena Salazar, a communications freshman, shared with us her insight as a cosplayer.
The people who dress up, they're not going to judge you for anything either. And everybody who does dress up, they're so kind and they're so helpful. It's just like, you can really find a community within the people that dress up.
Organizers said UnionCon aims to continue growing as a space where students can express themselves, connect with others, and celebrate shared interests. For more information on future events, visit the UTRGB webpage on B-Link. This is Diego Montano for Vaquero Radio.
And McLean goes up and throws down a monster dunk. That fires up the UTRGV Fieldhouse.
Now time for Vaquero Sports.
The UTRGV's Vaqueros Women's Golf traveled to Nashville, Tennessee for their invitational for the first time, facing new challenges and vulnerable learning experiences. Here's Carmen Gonzalez with the story.
Excited for this tournament, not only because we knew that we were gonna have so much fun.
The trip to Nashville presented the women's golf with colder weather and unfamiliar course, creating early challenges for the team. The team finished 7th at the Nashville Invitational with a 3-round total of 906, closing with a final round score of 293 after improving each round. Despite those conditions, players said they were excited for the opportunity to compete against strong teams. Junior Natalia Rodriguez said the trip to Nashville tested the team in ways they had not experienced in the course.
It was really cold and it's so different than in the valley, so that was one of the main challenges. And then also the greens were playing really slow, so I think that's another challenge that we had to adjust to that new speed on the green.
Associate head coach Coach Pang said the tournament gave the team a chance to see how they respond when placed in a different setting.
This is the first time the girl played in bent grass, so I think they're adjusting pretty well. So where we've been practicing is Bermuda, and seeing that new location might not be the first-hand experience they had, but they all adjusted pretty well. And the course is pretty straightforward, just like Zoe said. There's nothing much over there, but the girl did good with the different weather and stuff too.
Pang said the trip also stood out because of the support the team received, even being away from the valley.
The girl got better every day, and at Nashville we got a lot of support coming out to see us, like friend and family coming out to watch the girl. We're far away from Texas, trying into Nashville, and yet a lot of Vaquero fans still supporting us.
Sophomore Zoe Hobbs said the trip helped the team grow together and prepared moving forward.
A successful next tournament for the team would probably look like us keeping our scores down just like we did the third round. I think now we know that we can do it and just play our best golf and score well as a team, which now we know we can do.
In Nashville, the women's golf not only faced new challenges, they grew as a team, gained experience, and proved they are ready for whatever the season brings. UTRGV Women's Golf will play March 30th through 31st at the ULM Invitational in Monroe, Louisiana. This is Carmen Gonzalez for Vaquero Radio.
New drop straight back towards a crossing route. McCaffrey, touchdown. That's big time.
Good morning, Vaqueros. Here's the sports schedule for this week. On Monday, the women's golf team will be participating all day at the ULM Invitational in Monroe, Louisiana. And the men's golf team will play at the Maridoe Collegiate all day in Carrollton, Texas. Then the men's tennis team will play against the Incarnate Word Cardinals at 11 a.m. in San Antonio, Texas. And the women's tennis will play against the Incarnate Word Cardinals at 2 p.m. in San Antonio as well. This is Emilio Suarez for Vaquero Radio.
And now for this week's events calendar. What's up, Vaqueros? Let's check out all the exciting events happening this week. On Monday, swing by the Student Union on the Brownsville campus for Sundays on Mondays from noon to 1 p.m. On Tuesday, Center of Student Involvement will host Vaqueros Clubs training from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at the Edinburgh Student Union. Then on Wednesday, head over to the Edinburgh Student Union for the Student Government Association Executive Candidate Forum from noon to 1 p.m. That is the event calendar for this week, Vaqueros. Remember to bring your student ID to all UTRGV events. This is Ariana Gallardo for Vaquero Radio.
And now, for this week's campus weather report.
Hello, Vaqueros. Here is the weather forecast for this week. In the valley, it will be a hot and mostly sunny week with highs reaching up to 94 and lows staying around the mid to upper 60s. We will be starting this week with clear skies followed by windy conditions through Tuesday and continuing into the weekend, along with rising temperatures midweek. That is the weather forecast for this week. Remember to stay cool and dress accordingly for the weather. This is Susana Ramos for Vaquero Radio.
That is the newscast for this week.
Remember to read our news articles every week on our website, utrgvradio.com.
Tune into Vaquero Radio through our website or download the Radio Garden app to listen wherever you are and enjoy the best DJ shows around campus. Remember to check out our YouTube channel for the latest news from UTRGV and the Valley.
Our weekly newscast will also broadcast at 11 a.m. Wednesday.
Join us next week, same time, same place.
Only on Vaquero Radio, the Valley Student Station.
Thanks for tuning in, Vaqueros. Don't forget to saddle up every Monday and Wednesday at 11 a.m. And remember, bees up!